Hi guys, Jimmy the Saint here from Instagram. This is my first YouTube video. The reason why I've decided to run a few YouTube videos is because now I've picked up quite a few thousand followers on Instagram. People have been asking me advice on a whole host of topics, ranging from how do you prepare your humidor, what's the best humidor to buy, digital or analog, how do you prepare a cigar for smoking, how do you cut a cigar, how do you light a cigar. I see people sometimes lighting cigars using cigarette lighters and I cringe and want to slap them. Hence the reason why I'm going to make a few videos now that are going to show you the proper way to treat a cigar. Today I'm smoking one of my all-time favourites, Bois de Monterey. Really nice cigar. It's great, it can be paired with pretty much everything. It's my all-time favourite. Today's video is going to be about preparing your first humidor. And this humidor I'm going to talk about, I have a few of them, but this one's a digital one. And I prefer digital because you get a more accurate humidity reading. So enjoy the video. Please feel free to ask me any questions in relation to cigars or whatever it might be. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram, Jimmy the Saint 2192, and I hope you enjoy the video. Cheers. So guys, welcome back. This is my new humidor. I have quite a few humidors, but this one's a Germanus, and most of my humidors are what you would call analog, which is not what this is here. This is a digital one. I bought a digital one recently because it gives a more efficient reading, and as you can see it's already showing that the reading is 83, which is way too high for cigars. So we're going to prep this bad boy and I'm going to show you step by step the best way of making sure that your cigars don't dry out. So all we need is some deionized liquid, so voila, and some kitchen roll and a bit of patience. So let's start. So in true Blue Peter fashion, this one's assembled already, although it wasn't when it arrived. And as you can see, it's a really lovely humidor for displaying your cigars. Because let's face it, you're going to spend that much money on cigars, then you might as well let people see them and you might as well look after them, right? So what we need to do is a number of stages. First one is we're going to take all of this wood out of here, all this cedar wood. And we use cedar wood because it's great for storing humidity, moisture, and it kind of regulates the humidity within the humidor, retains the moisture and keeps them nice and fresh. And you can keep cigars for years. In fact, the older they are, the better you've matured and the better they're going to taste. So within the humidor, as you can see, we've got these shelves, we've got the humidity packs, and because this is quite a big humidor, we've got two. And we're going to take each shelf apart and we're going to wash them down using kitchen roll and deionized water. I'm going to do one shelf. I'm not going to do the whole thing because let's face it, it's boring as hell, but it gives you a good idea for those that are new to the cigar world or those that are having problems storing their cigars as to how to treat them like a lady treating well. Kitchen room paper, and we're going to dip it in the ionized water. We're going to wring it out so there's no excess moisture, and then we're just going to give it a wipe. So ideally you want to be taking out each of the shells, but I'm going to do this quickly because who wants to watch me taking it apart shelf by shelf. But as you can see, the colour's changing already. And the best way to do this really is to take each of the shelves out, do all the interior, and then once you've done that, put the shelves back in and close the door. Hi guys, now the next stage is we're going to take the deionized water. And it's got to be deionized water, you can't use normal water because it's just going to make the humidor all soggy, there's going to be too much moisture in it, and it's just not going to be good for the cigars. So we've got water where we've taken all the crap out of it, and we've put it just in there, and then we're going to leave it. Hi guys, right now we've left that in there for a while. We're going to take these out. As you can see, we have little magnetic tags on the underneath, and these are full of little beads. Anybody that likes the, I can't remember the name, but fancy tea that they do all over the place, bubble tea, they look like that, but hey, don't drink them because you'll probably die. That's the bubbles in this, not bubble tea by the way. And we're going to take this and we're going to soak it in ionized water for about 15 to 20 minutes. Please don't leave it any longer because the beads will expand and they'll force the packaging apart and you will just won't be able to close down things. So we're going to soak it for about 15 minutes, maybe 20, and then, but we're going to keep an eye on it, and then we're going to come back and see where we're at. Hi guys, right, 15 minutes later, taking this out, we've rinsed all the excess moisture out of it because we don't want it dripping into the humidor. Once we're happy that there's no excess moisture and that the sides aren't going to split because the beads have expanded so quickly, we're going to take each one and we're going to put them back in the humidor. And as you can see, it's got magnetic clips, so it stays in the humidor. Perfect. Then we're going to take the deionized water, we're going to put it back into the humidor, we're going to close the door, and we're now going to leave it at the very minimum for 5 days. And I know you're thinking, damn, I want to put my cigars in my humidor, but no, leave it for about 5 days and just keep an eye on the humidity on the back. As you can see, this is it's a drop now to 79, but we're going to see what it's like in 5 days time. What we want to be aiming for is around about 70, which is a perfect humidity for your stogies. And when it gets to 70, after 5 days, we're going to stick our stogies in there. Hi guys, we're 5 days in now. Humidor's looking good. Humidity's just right. And people now ask me, how do you store a cigar? Do you store it in the plastic or do you take it out? Well, there's mixed views on this. I like to leave it in the plastic because it gives it an additional layer of protection. These are really cool cigars, by the way. I got this in LA a couple of weeks ago in the oldest cigar bar in LA called Nazareth's. Met a really load of cool guys, and my driver Arthur, he was just amazing. He found this place for me and it was one of the few places I could go, the Stogie in Beverly Hills. So in answer to your question, I keep the cigar in a plastic wrap. Some people like to take them out, but I just worry that you don't want to be touching your cigars because there's always a risk of picking up a tummy bug or something like that if somebody touches them with the bare hands. So I keep my cigars in the wrap and I store them like that in the humidor. But it's personal preference. So finally, this isn't rocket science, and this is going to be full of a lot more cigars than you see right here. But I'm going to store my cigar that way up, It's not going to slide out, but the good thing is it's not in direct sunlight. Humidity is going to be perfect, and whenever I want to crack my cigars out, I know that I'm really going to enjoy them because they're going to be just right. And don't forget guys, once you've finished your 5 days, take the deionized water out, chuck it down the sink, don't drink it because it will make you poorly. Close the humidor up. One thing with humidors is they don't need to be an airtight seal, guys. That's just because it's a great way of regulating the humidity in the humidor. So you can see my panzer. And don't worry if there's a slight gap. When I say don't seal it, I mean close it naturally, but you notice there's still a slight gap. It's not vacuum tight. Well, that's fine, that's just how you want it. And that's the end of my first ever video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Make a point of following me on Instagram, Jimmy the Saint 29212. Like my video if you did like it, and hope to see you again on the next one. Thanks guys.